Vanessa Bling stamps still standing on her latest EP.
Make him holla.
What's behind that? Vanessa Bling comes to exhibit the EP and to chat what's behind
Me boss 010.
Still Standing. Leroy Smart is still a strong believer in the power of videos and brings his latest to our stage.
We will be okay.
Meet the son of the Gargamel, Buju Banton, who goes by the name Jazeel. Activist and sexologist Shelly-Ann Weeks, aka Dr. Sexian, has just released her second title. But it's her stinging remarks about a line in a song from Shauna Chin that brings her to our stage. And you may remember the making of Intent 2, the movie in which Popcorn makes his acting debut. Well, the movie is now a reality in cinemas in the UK, and we will have a report. All coming up right here on our stage. Welcome to the show, everyone. I am Winfred Williams. We'll be back.
Run my money, run my check. Run my money, get the cash, get the bag.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Now you will remember the making of Intent 2, the movie in which Popcorn makes his acting debut. The movie hit cinemas in the UK this weekend. Now while here to shoot scenes for the picture, On Stage got special access to the film's directors.
British-based directors
Femi Oyeniran, Nicky Walker
have come to Jamaica for filming of the second installment of their British crime drama flick titled The Intent.
It's inspired by sort of our love for films such as, like, you know, sort of Scarface, Shutters,
Shutters are back,
and Belly. They were very influential in mine and his life in that, you know, we really love Hype Williams' work and how he showed Jamaica and, like, you know, just, you know, the party scenes and all of that stuff. But where we wanted to be different is that we wanted to show the beauty of Jamaica as well.
You're good, fam.
The Intent 2 features among its characters a charismatic Jamaican called Soursop, played by Popcorn, who will be making his big screen debut.
You would never think that he's not done loads of acting before. His ability is amazing on screen. The way he performs, the level he performs is like he's done 10 movies. Like, he takes a take and he remembers his line exactly the same on every take. Wow. He's amazing.
He's a music artist and actors, like, you know, I've been acting for over a decade in the UK, like, you know, and there's another actor in it, Ashley Chin, he's massive in the UK, he's been acting for 2 decades in the UK, but, like, you know, we've not really penetrated internationally. And so mixing that with established music artists brings a different audience, brings a different excitement and engagement.
And now the trailer, Intent 2.
It's peaking up with the big 4-5 when it's sleeping up. Yeah, brothers who slide on the street shit.
Beverly's been running East London for a long time. You're gonna get rid of her for me.
Oh, funny guy.
London. He's a smart ass.
PG's not dead by 6 o'clock. You are dead by 7.
Nothing ain't coming to an end.
Big man team. Boy can't chat, I'm on a big man team.
Tasan Chen, The Voice 2014. Dalton Harris, X Factor UK 2018. After a very emotional audition with the 2010 Rising Star winner went viral this week, racking up over 1 million views on YouTube. Jamaicans at home and in the diaspora are pretty much ready to send this hopeful all the way to the top. Will this be the breakthrough Dalton has been looking for all his life? Well, doors are already opening just based on the audition alone. we will be following this developing story. It's that time again when Campari is asking Jamaica's most fashionable bellas and boys to come out, party, show off their best in style and fashion for a chance to win thousands of dollars. It's Campari Pop Style 2018.
Our first event is going to be October 6th, and you know what Campari Pop Style is. It's a party series where you come and you dress up. Make sure that you come in with the stylist popping, because you could win $100,000 just to put on your nice clothes. And most of all, the event is free, so no cost to you. Come out, we have vibes, we have music, and of course we have our fantastic Campari cocktails.
The series was launched on Tuesday afternoon at Campari's HQ in New Kingston. More details in the press.
All right, so those are the stories making our E-News reviews for this week. Still standing is what Miss Vanessa Bling stamps on her newest EP and comes to exhibit and chat that project. Leroy Smart is still a strong believer in the power of music videos and brings his latest to our stage. Meet the son of Buju Banton, Jazeel, and Dr. Sexian talks Shauna Chin and her latest title. And you know she's all about sex. All coming up right here on our stage. We'll be back.
I like Prada. Girls like me like designer. Don't need nobody cause I'm
reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
Activist and sexologist Shelly-Ann Weeks, aka Dr. Sexian, has just released her second title. But it's her stinging remarks about a line in a song by Shauna Chin that brings her to our stage in this minute. But we'll talk about the book as well. Shelly, welcome.
Hello.
So good to have you.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on stage.
All right. Okay. All right. So what is this line about? I'm not sure. I haven't even heard it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Shauna Chin has a song. I think the name of the song is Suicide. Well, you know, okay, first of all, this idea about sex for money in dancehall is not new. Shauna did not invent that, and, you know, that's been going on since Shelly Thunder days, before, long time. So I personally don't have an issue with that, because basically the gist of the song is talking about the need to get something from your male partner when you're having a sexual relationship with them, from the woman's standpoint. The line of the song that I found irresponsible and dangerous was a line, I don't think I can say it word for it, so I'm going to improvise. So basically she's saying, sex for free is rape. So replace sex with the F word, basically. Yeah. Which I thought was absolutely irresponsible and dangerous, because especially when you're hearing so many reports of sexual assault and you see so much evidence where the women who come forward and talk about these assaults are basically in a position where they have to prove that they did not cause this assault upon themselves. Yes. And then we have a female artist who is basically saying, well, if you're going to open your legs for him, he needs to not only pay up, but if you do it for free, it is equivalent to you being raped. Like, what is happening? That shouldn't even be a comparison. And I thought it was dangerous, because you still have so many men who feel like if they pay your compliment, they no longer need your consent.
But are women actually believing those lines? Or are they
being
done
I'm not even quite sure whether or not
to rile up people and to get you to talk about them?
Well, I'm not sure what the intent is, and perhaps that's what it is. Maybe it's an attention thing. But I also think that we have a responsibility as people in the public who have a platform to be cognizant of what we say and how the persons in the audience is receiving it.
Because there are potential believers?
Yes, there are. And in the middle, as I said, in the middle of this conversation where there are so many reports of sexual assault, rape, there's so much evidence, especially from little girls all the way up to women who are in situations where whenever they do come forward and make these proclamations, the instinct is not to believe them. The instinct is to ask, okay, so what did she take from the man, or what did she do, or what was she wearing, or where was she, and all of these kind of things. So it's as if the victim has to prove that she didn't contribute to this assault upon her. So I thought that statement was very irresponsible. And I know sexuality is seen as a thing where, okay, so if a woman is going to have sex with a man, she needs to have something to show for it. And I push back on that, because what happened to pleasure? What happened to having sex with somebody who you actually like and want to connect with? Why is it always the transaction? And there was a comparison with what she said on prostitution, and I really want to pause and defend prostitution for a minute, because prostitution is a straight up transaction. You go into it knowing how much it's going to cost, what you're going to get, and that is clear. Between consenting adults. What she's talking about is a situation where the advice is, as a woman, if you're going to do it, make sure you get something from the person.
Understood. And so what would you like her to do about it? Do you want her to do something?
I'm not really...
Take it back? Apologize for it? Clarify?
Honestly, I don't think any of those things will make a difference. I really just want this whole... When you're going to create art, when you're going to write a lyric, think about your audience. Think about what they get from it. I met some young ladies the other day because of the period work that I'm doing. And this one little girl, she's like 9 and she's gorgeous. She's like, Miss, I can't wait to grow big so I can get a man to get my boobs done. And that wounded me, because I'm like, okay, so this is a problem. If we are at the point where young people are looking at us and seeing from us that I am not enough, we're failing as adults, and we need to take responsibility for that.
Some could push back at you though, you know, Shelly.
I know, of course.
Because you're a promoter of sex. And some of your consumers and listeners are young, are underage.
Yes,
you have no control over.
Of course.
Are you teaching them the right way, the responsible way to have sex?
Okay, well, I've always maintained that sex is for adults. Sex is for consenting adults. Yes. I've also maintained that it should be something that you want to do.
Yes.
Full stop. It shouldn't be something that you're using as a tool to manipulate or to control somebody. It should be something that you want to do. Now, however you take that and run with it is something that's up to you, but I always try to put it in a space where you recognize that it's a choice that you're making, and based on that, there are consequences to that choice.
Okay. It's my body, period.
Yes. Ooh, that sounds nice when you say it.
that's the title.
Yes.
That's the title of your latest
Of my latest publication, yes. And I'm quite proud of it, I must tell you.
Okay, so it's all about menstruation?
It is. It's an introduction to menstruation, and I specifically targeted, as you can see, the young lady at the front here. I wanted it to be something that girls of color can relate to, just because before I wrote this book, I looked around and tried to see if there's something else on the market similar to it, and I haven't seen anything. And one of the things that you know, I really find very important, especially now, you know, the conversation is happening about representation, about seeing ourselves in our art, and it was very important for me for not just for her to be a little black girl, but she had to be a little black Jamaican girl. I also wanted this book to be a sort of reference for parents to talk to their children about menstruation, because I think that's a conversation that's not being had, and it needs to be had, especially with girls.
Okay. It's like a textbook in a sense.
Yes, but textbook sounds a little textbook sounds a little stiff.
Couldn't school use it?
Absolutely. This is something that actually want to go into schools, because the information in here, it don't only speak about menstruation as it relates to the actual cycle, but it talks about lifestyle, different issues. Cramps, for example, there are a lot of things that people misunderstand when it comes to period. They think that periods are supposed to be painful. And I want to kind of create the connection with what your lifestyle choices are and how they affect the way you menstruate and your overall health.
And they're learning for boys too, right?
Absolutely.
You encourage boys to read it?
I encourage boys to read it, and I encourage fathers to read it to their children, both boys and girls, just because we need to get out of this mentality where we keep women's issues away from men. Like, everybody is fine with women knowing what's happening with men. We need to wash men underwear. We need to take care of men. But suggesting that a man even knows the brand of a tampon, it somehow affects his masculinity. That thought process has to be adjusted. Right now, there are so many women who suffer in silence, and they have really bad problems with their wombs, with their fibroids, endometriosis, and they can't even share it with their husbands because they just feel like this is not something that a man should know about.
So how well did that one do, your first book?
The first book? Oh, the first book is still doing well. You know what? the first book exceeded every expectation that I had.
Really?
Of course. I mean, I
changed
my diet and changed my life. Yes. So this is the first book for those who don't know.
It changed your life?
Yes,
or?
Literally. I mean, obviously you can see that I am not the same size. I've lost quite a bit of me, my former self.
Okay.
And what I've also lost as a result of changing the way I eat is I've lost my asthma pump, I've lost my sinusitis, I've lost my eczema, and I've lost my pain. I no longer feel pain. I don't feel period cramps, back pain, nothing. And that is what I'm most proud of. Yeah, I lost some weight too.
So are you sharing the recipes and the diet?
Yes, there are recipes in here. It goes even deeper. It talks about different nutrition myths. It talks about different tips that you can use, what you can do, what you can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's all in here. See, it's nice and colorful and pretty. Lots of details in there. The whole idea behind it is that it's not just a diet. It's not just something that you do until you feel better and then you stop. There are certain things in our life that must come out of our diets. We have been eating a lot of poison and we are feeling the repercussions of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And it is something that we definitely have to change.
So food education.
Food education,
is a big topic for you too.
Of course.
So
it's
all not just about
sexuality.
sex.
No, I was just about to get there. You see, you keep on saying it's not about sex. Let me show you something in this book. I have a chapter in there called My Sex Life, and I have this chapter in here for a reason. Because this talks about how female reproductive health issues can affect your sex lives. There are a lot of women right now who don't enjoy sex at all, and she has never thought about it because she associates the pain with being woman. And maybe if she checks it out, there's actually something that can be done about the discomfort that she feels, and she can go back to enjoy sex. And let me tell you, healthy body sex is awesome.
Okay. All right then. So lots of sex on our show today. All right. So Shelly, let's talk about. Because you're a dancehall commentator, pop culture commentator.
Yes, I'm in the space.
Yes. So let's talk about some of what we see happening with women in dancehall. I think that they are poised now to break internationally. Do you think so?
Well,
there are many of them who are doing really well.
I was just about to tell you that. I see some movements happening in some spaces, even from some artists that I'm being introduced to, like Steph London, for example. I did not know about Steph London until this summer. This summer, I found out about Steph London, and I started following her on Instagram, and I'm seeing that she's really making some inroads, especially overseas. I mean, I'm not quite sure. I saw you mention earlier whether or not she's actually Jamaican. I'm not sure.
I'm still digging into finding out
that. But lyrically, she looks like she can take the boys on, lyrically. And I mean, she's full of, I like her style. She's very, what's the word I want? She's spicy. Yes. As I mentioned, spice. Love her or hate her, you cannot deny that Spice has carved herself out in a little space in dancehall, and she is dominating in that space. And I'm really interested to see what else she does.
Great. And any other? What about people like Hood Celebrity and Dovey Magnum, your topic?
Well, Dovey
must be your...
I like that song. I like that song. Hello to my Christian colleagues that don't like Christian version. But Dovey, big up yourself. That song that Dovey has, get the ladies back involved, and I like to see a little bit more of that. But I still love smart lyrics. Actually I enjoyed Lifestyle. We're Curvy Diva. Curvy Diva, I enjoyed Lifestyle. I really like Lifestyle. What I don't like that happens with the ladies is, I don't like this idea that the ladies can't all succeed together. There's always been this thing where it has to be a queen and then everybody else is our minions. And like, you can't have a bunch of dancehall queens. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. In spite of that, they are moving. I think they're more serious now. There's an intensity right now that I think it's going to explode into something else.
Yes.
Internationally.
I see that. And that just means that the work is being done and we're getting very creative, and I like that.
Nice. So are you. Congrats on your
Thank you so much.
Your new release and the success of your work so far. Always good to have her, Sexian, on our stage. Yay. Lots of sex. All right, stay with us right here on stage. Still to come.
Nothing don't come easy.
Son of Buju Banton. And we're talking about Jazeel.
Run my check, run my money.
Vanessa Bling still standing. And later,
are you the damn baby?
Leroy boy Don Smart. All coming up. We'll be back.
Hold on.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage. So much more than entertainment.
This is where most of you meet Jahziel, son of the Gargamel, Buju Banton.
In life you should be positive.
He brings to our stage his first music video, believe it or not. Jahziel, right now, right here on our stage. Says Jahziel, bless you, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, man.
Good to have you.
Thank
All right,
you.
so start for me with your roots in music. When did it begin, and what have you achieved so far?
Well, I've been doing music from I was 10 age. Me and my father, he always carry me around the studio from I was a baby. So you can call it I'm a studio baby, you know? Yeah.
And you were interested in doing what your father do at that time?
At that time, yeah, I used to love seeing him recording and those stuff.
Yeah.
That time.
So you were singing and performing for members of your family and friends at that time too?
Yes, I started performing at the age of 8. He used to carry me on a couple of his shows. One of Meadowbrook Barbecue, where my sister go high school, my big sister. And that from there, so I started get to love it.
Oh yeah? So you actually went on stage and performed that time?
Yep.
Oh. So how did that feel to you?
Well, the feeling was good because...
You weren't scared? You weren't like shy or anything?
I wasn't scared.
Okay.
Because I have a home where I have a balcony on, so I could see the view. So a DJ on it, like, it's a stage show.
Okay.
So
at what point did you decide? Because now you're a recording artist, and I suppose music is is your full-time occupation at the moment. So at what point did you decide that I'm going pro with it? Did you decide at 8 or later?
No, I didn't decide at 8 because I was at school at that time.
Okay.
In that period of time. So I started recording at age 16. 2014, 4 years ago.
4 years ago. And I suspect that it's your brother, Marcus, who recorded you.
Yes, my brother and Bounty Killer Engineer, which is my cousin Kevin Pady.
Yes. So and they're part of your team.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to name all the members of your team for me now. The people who are around you at the moment.
The people who are around me at the moment is mostly my brother and Kevin, which is Bounty Killer Engineer, and my father's engineer, which is Jermaine, and Delirance.
Okay. So there is a single now. Is this the only record for you now, or are there many more?
Yeah, there is a lot of records because I've been doing it for 4 years, but because I changed the type of music I do, this one is getting more buzz. So,
this one?
Yeah.
You changed your music. So you were a DJ before?
Yeah, I used to DJ everything, like Slack, everything.
Slack, lyrics, everything you used to. Oh, I see. So this record, and we're going to drop it now because I'm sure everybody's wondering what you sound like. So we're going to go to it. But so this record is the first one that you change your music. Yeah. So how did you describe
And at that time I did have locks as well.
Oh, you used to wear dreadlocks?
Yeah, so I changed my image and changed the style.
Oh, really?
And it's working.
So why did you change that from being a dreadlock?
Well, I was having eczema problem and those stuff.
Okay, got you. All right, so let's give the people a taste of your music right now on this back screen, right here.
Don't let depression break you down. Always smile when struggles are round. You, in life you should be positive. No matter the time of the day. Cause in life nothing don't come easy. So when the times get rough, you just face it. I tell you. Believe when I tell you. Hold on. Journey may be long. Just hold on.
Okay. Hold on. If only some of us would just do that, would just believe that. Hold on. That's the song of Jazeel, son of the Gargamel. Marcus Records. So Marcus is keeping the studio alive.
Yeah, man.
And the production side of things alive, huh?
Always.
Oh yes, he's a fantastic producer.
Yeah, man.
So okay, so this record is now out and people are spinning it.
Yeah, man. It getting every rotation everywhere. And it also save a person's life.
Oh really?
From committing suicide. So it's a big song.
Oh really?
Yeah,
oh, so tell us about that.
Well, one day, when the song was released, I get a message on my Instagram that the person say I'm going through the same thing, what I'm going through, and he almost commit suicide, and the song saved him. So people should listen it.
So he heard the song? Somebody you knew?
No.
The song just find him wherever?
Yeah.
And saved his life?
Saved his life.
Wow. And all along you were DJing?
Yeah, man,
and people weren't even listening? All right, so would you consider this the official start of your music career?
Well, it actually started in 2014, but now I can see the changes it has given, this song has given to me.
All right. Okay, so, all right, let's talk about your family now. What can you tell us about your family? Your mom, your siblings, apart from Marcus, we know everything about Marcus, your brother.
Well, my mother has 6 kids, mostly girls though, so Marcus is my only brother.
Marcus is the only boy?
Yeah.
So the only other boy?
Only other boy, mostly girls though. She's a very strong person, always motivating me to do the best I can. She's a very strong person you can talk to, and they can share your stories with her about anything.
And we should tell our viewers that we're talking about the famous Lorna.
Yeah.
The Lorna you hear in Butch's records. That's your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so they support you. They're giving you full support to be in music.
Yes, they are giving me the full support. My mother is my biggest fan, and my father as well.
Your father is a fan of yours already too?
Especially my father, and also my brother and my girlfriend.
Okay, so is he also an influence, your father?
Of course, yes.
Big influence, because he started you when you were a child.
Yes.
And
he always wanted me to do music.
Oh, he wanted you to do it?
Yeah, from ever since.
Oh, nice. So, did he tell you what genre? Because the switch, he didn't have anything to do with the switch over to this, did he?
No.
What do you miss most about him, Don?
What I miss mostly is that we are always at the studio with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, he's always showing us things, you know? He's a very strict person, a strict father.
Yes, very strict.
Very strict.
And you missed him, his company, his being around you as a father.
Yeah, man, because even though he's strict at times, he can be a fun person to be around.
Yes.
But when he's at work, serious.
The world is just clamoring, especially the fans of Buju Banton and fans of our music, reggae music, for his return in December of this year. How do you feel, and what can you tell us about the feeling among the family members right now?
Well, all of us feel good because it has been 10 years we haven't seen him.
Yes.
So when he comes, you have a lot of things to come to because all of my sisters are big now. One of my sisters have kids.
Oh.
Yeah. So
he's coming home to grandkids.
And plus I have a son on the way.
You're a new father?
Yeah, which will be born in November.
Oh wow! So it's a big family I come home to?
Yeah.
Oh, Gargamel? Oh wow! Okay, sir. Well, you know, the family tree is getting larger, and we wait in great anticipation for his return, sir.
Yeah, man.
And we also wait and look forward to your return to our stage.
Really.
And your success in music, no doubt. And he'll be coming to give it strength and to give it more push.
Strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jazeel, sir, thank you very much.
Thanks.
And deal up the entire family for me. And if you get to talk to your father, hail him up for us.
Will do.
And tell him much respect and congratulations for having you, sir, as a son, and the rest of you.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
All right.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good to have you. All right, there you have him in this segment. Jazeel, son of the Gargamel Buju Banton. Stay with us, still to come right here on stage, the Don, Leroy Don Smart.
Yeah, I've got expensive habits.
Vanessa Bling, still standing. All coming up. You don't want to miss those. We'll be back.
Expensive habits. So you know that I have to have it. Run my check now.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
Still standing is what Miss Vanessa Bling stamps on her newest EP. And comes to exhibit and chat the project. But shouldn't we call her Vanessa Glam? Wow.
The past is the past. Me nah go make you hold me down. Me gone to greener grass.
Aren't you?
Yes.
Madam, change your name to Vanessa Glam. You know?
Okay.
You're more glam than Bling.
I can work with that one.
You can work with glam.
Yes.
So that's what kept you away, this project for a while, eh?
Yes.
I get a little taste of it, and I'm blown away.
Thank you.
It's you, and you were saying something about it being Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Vanessa. That's Vanessa?
Yes.
That's who's coming out of this, you say?
Yes.
Explain that for us.
I'm the type of artist that don't limit myself. Like, I always want to be out of the box. So I like to do different stuff. So a lot of persons don't know that Vanessa can sing that well because I started out as hardcore. But if you listen to like songs like Always, Wine, when I was with Vybz Kartel, he was changing my thing so to a next level because that is something that he always wanted for me because he's always like, Vanessa, you're an international star, you're my big superstar. So it's something that we always wanted. So now I have it, why not take advantage and just go for it?
But so he was using the dancehall vehicle.
Yes.
To give you that breakthrough.
Yes.
But there was always a plan to move you forward.
Yes.
As how you sound now. Because that's what I know. I know
Yes.
you're a big singer.
Yes.
And I saw that that's coming out of that.
Thank
then you lend some glam to the to the look and the. I'm gonna implore viewers to check out your EP because
please,
it's really truly you.
Yes, it is.
And it's unfortunate that you have to use another genre to be Vanessa.
Yes.
You have to use dancehall to get the attention, the critical
Yes.
attention. It's a shame.
Yes.
Because your voice, your styling, your delivery ought to find resonance.
Yes.
With our people, Jamaica.
Yes.
But it sounds like when people sound like you, then we just ignore it and so on.
No more. The ignore is over now.
Yes. Have you relocated to?
I'm signed to N3 Stars Outer Space Records. So my team is based in Atlanta. So, you know, everything that I do is in Atlanta, but I'm back and forth from Atlanta to Jamaica. But everything that I do is in Atlanta.
Okay. And your team too?
Yes, my beautiful manager. I'm so grateful for her, Rosie. She's like, Vanessa, you're a great singer, but I'm the type of person that I don't really run to people as you come to me. You're not going to say, okay, this is Winford, he's a millionaire / whatever, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to sign to you. No, I have to pray about it. So when they reach out to me, I went to my bed and I pray. A lot of labels reach out to me, a lot of persons. You can name them. And I went to my bed and I pray about it, and I'm like, God, if this is meant to be, let it be, and show me sign. And when the other labels and persons come out to me, I'm like, no. And then Rosie called me in January and said, Vanessa, we need you to come to Atlanta so we can have a meeting. And I remember the week before I couldn't sleep because I've been praying. I was like, Father God, you know I want this. I really don't have a manager. I can't do this all by myself anymore. So I pray about it, and when I get there, like, the love, it was just overwhelming. It was just so great. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm ready.
Okay, very comfortable right now.
Very comfortable. She's like a mother. She's like if I have $10, she's like, Vanessa, yeah, spend $2 and the $8 put on. No, you don't want this. I'm like, Rosie, no, you don't need this. Not today. I'm like, okay, you're not about the money. You're about to build Vanessa.
A single from the EP is already getting a massive buzz.
Oh my God, it's crazy. 10 bag. I'm so grateful.
Wow. What's the title again?
10 bag. And also my manager, she's the one that shoot the video, the concept and everything. She do it, everything. It's great, and let's do this. Billboard #1.
You're aiming for the Billboard?
#1.
All right, let's see. Let's take it right here.
Vanessa Bling. Yo, Mighties. You know I don't play when it come on to my dollar, right?
Run my check now, run my check. Run my money, run my check. Run my money, get the cash, get the bag. Run my check, run my money, run my check. Run my money, run my check. Run my money, get the cash, get the bag. Run my check, run my money.
Okay, you see? That's the glove.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So it's massive forwards when the song is played.
Yes.
So it's getting already rotation on the local scene.
Yes.
In Jamaica.
Yeah, we actually we just drop it where we have international media and everything coming on, like Bala Alert, Bashi, Gossip, Nizy from Canada, all over, and yourself on stage. So I'm grateful. We're about to take it to the world.
Yes, you look pretty much ready for that.
Thank you. My team is so great. They, for my styling.
Yes.
Yeah, my entire team is so great.
We have to take a plane to find
Most
you,
definitely.
Van. We have to fly over waters to find you.
Most definitely.
We don't mind.
I know.
Because you're ours for forever.
And always will be.
Yeah, so we don't care where you are based or how big you get. Vanessa Bling is ours.
Always will be.
Always Jamaican, always our girl, always welcome to our stage.
Thank you. Remember to go stream the album on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, all. Still standing. Vanessa Bling, Outer Space.
Van, thank you so much.
Outer Space.
All the very best.
Entry, yes.
All right, so
Thank
there you
you
have her, still standing. Vanessa Bling on our stage. Stay with us. Still to come, the Don, Leroy Don Smart. Need I say more?
We used to lick chalice, cook idols together.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
When the music video became a major tool for records promotion in the 1980s, Leroy Smart was one of the first to fully embrace the concept and perhaps did more music videos in the 1980s than any other reggae stars of his generation. Leroy Smart is still a strong proponent and believer in the power of videos and brings to our stage right now his latest, Don Smart, sir. Blessed love.
Blessed.
Good to have you, sir.
Blessed.
It's been a while coming, but you're there.
Respect.
Okay, sir, so you have a brand new video for us. And before we get to it, we wanna ask you if you, how you feel about, when you look back at your work of the 80s, are you still as proud of them as you were then? Because you were one of the leading. In fact, you had more videos on JVC TV than anybody else.
Well, the dominance of Don Smart.
Yes.
So, people wanted to see more of I.
Yeah.
So that is the whole question about it. So action is my pack when we come on video, right, as I stated.
Yeah.
Whenever I do videos, I like to do action. You get me? So people wanted to see more of I. So eventually, I just keep that consistent.
Yes. But were you directing the videos yourself or what?
Most definitely. I do my direction, man. Yes, I always coordinate my thing.
Yes.
Straight.
And aren't we right that you made more videos than the foundation artists of the 70s of that time?
Well,
of the 70s and 80s? Weren't you?
That's your belief, but a lot of man out there have all of a video too.
Yes. But I am trying to remember if I had seen as many videos.
Yeah.
I know Freddie McGregor had some great videos. From, I think, about the mid-80s come up.
Freddie do a lot of videos.
Freddie was one of them who was very dominant with some top-tier videos.
Yeah.
But you were always making a video, and your videos were very...
outstanding.
Outstanding and loud.
Loud, real talk.
Okay, so where are you now? Where do you live? In Jamaica or overseas?
Back and forth.
Yeah, because
I live in Jamaica, but back and forth.
But you're very low-key when you're here, aren't you? You just stay low.
He's an undercover man now. Yeah.
Explain for us, why is it that you're so scarce in Jamaica in terms of hardly any shows and so on? So take it away and tell us why.
Winnie, you have to understand about the business. The business is not just going on shows.
Yes.
The business is a point where you reach that level. From you pay that money, eventually, you will see that individual person. Mark you, a lot of people out there, they expect to see anybody on shows. You don't just see anybody on shows like that, especially when you talk about business. This is business, this is my career. If you come to Leroy Dance Smart about business and it finalized to an extent, then you can get me. But if the deal is not up to my extent, then eventually, that's the way the business goes.
So most of are you saying the promoters who are calling you not talking your language as it relates to the business side, meaning your fees and your and all your riders and so on?
And check this, Winnie. I am a man. You see, when I see the public, I try to put on a show.
You're a showman.
Exactly. If you go and get me on any shows, and I state a point to you, monitor-wise, and you don't up to that standard, then eventually I am out. Because look, when I go in front of my audience, both locally and abroad, you're not going to get Leroy Dance Smart to stand up and sing like, "Summer talk about friend." And no. When you get Leroy Dance Smart, you get action, you get move. You get me? So, give me my thing.
Okay.
He's not a lousy man. Talk about my thing and you get action. The public out there don't understand about music business. And I want you to make them have the full understanding about this. Winford, you see, them see a lot of artists on shows every minute. But certain artists, you cannot get them. For instance, Berry Saman. Berry Saman don't just run on show like that. You're going to see Berries now, and then you don't see Berries tomorrow. But you have some artists now. I want to go up on your show. I need to go up on your show. No, business don't work so. You're going to end up like a honey button.
Is it better overseas?
Monitor-wise.
Okay.
These promoters, they don't like to pay. All right, I keep a show in Negril about 2.5 years ago. And when I look on Popcorn and say I want Popcorn come on my show, I check on Sharon Burke. And Sharon Burke give me a figure and I say, Sharon, make Popcorn know say, I dance smart. This is Leroy Smart. We pave the way, me's an icon. Do something for me. If you come reasonable, because if me and Popcorn is two artists, he's a young artist, me's an icon. So, me I keep a show named Festive Jam, right? Bounty Killer, Idona, you name it. All of the Cape Town, Sizzler, Freddie McGregor, Coco T, Barrington, everybody was on my show. I did need Popcorn to come on my show at that time. And the figure that she state me, I tell her if I talk back to Popcorn and she still give me that same figure. Me no bother say nothing. Me no bother quarrel. We just understand the level, say, look, probably Popcorn need X amount for work. Just like how me that tell a man X amount for work. But basically, I was talking about just because me is an icon that lay the foundation. At least Popcorn could have given me a reasonable price.
Yes.
So, it never come to that level. So, we have to leave Popcorn this up. So, me never feel no way still.
All right, can we, all right, so we have a video queued up. The new tune.
Yeah.
So
well,
what do you say about that tune?
This song is playing all over. Where the Uptown Monday, every one of the big dance then. IRA FM, Best FM, Mellow. So right now I finalized the video. I'm ready to come to the world and make them realize.
So turn it around and make we see how big it will get.
Enough of them say them real and them no real, so we see them, that's how we free them. Enough of them say them aren't clean and it no clean, so we know them. We tell them, demon spirit they all over. So we tell them, it is a church round here, undercover. When we tell them so.
That's it. That's the big one, Leroy Smart. Wow, they still have the dance moves them, I see.
Still.
Yeah. So.
You see the concept of the song now.
Yeah. We see where you burn out the violence and the.
Exactly.
And the thing we're going, and I think I'm and thing.
Exactly.
So, but, you know, it's.
Consciousness from day one.
Yes. It is you who did the big song Ballistic Affair.
Badness No Pay.
Badness No Pay and them kind of song there.
Without Love. Too much to mention.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you're still in that vein and you're a man of the 70s. Because them big tune that we just call the 70s them. And then you're jumping, you're a man of the 80s, 90s, and you're now.
2000.
Where would you say you're strongest?
Well, strongest was back then, and still keeping that consistentness to reach that strong level again. You see, when it comes to versatility, I like to show that the dancehall era right now is Mavado, Popcorn, Massacre, Governor, Rising King, the whole of them, right? Yes. Seeing squash every one of them. So, me try to show the world right now, look, age doesn't matter, as what Tina Turner say. Nobody talk about age, me not no time for that. Me not drink, me not smoke, me not eat meat. Me just exercise, me run, anything you do, me do it.
That's what keep you so young, dog.
Yes, so nobody come feel like rare, you true, you're young, red, that no work. Me there to stand up. As long as the father say, move on, me move on, and me not eat certain things. You see that physicalness, I like to keep it up. And show the world that if it's dancehall, if it's one job, if it's foundation, Leroy Smart will be there. Same way.
Same.
Music is music, and I like consciousness. If it's love song, I like to sing love song which make a lot of sense.
So you have no problems with the music of now, the evolution of Jamaica's music, from what it was in the 70s, as far as you're concerned?
When you say problem, Winford, there are a lot of music out there that is not up to my standard. I still can't stop talking about Popcorn. You see the song about family?
Yes.
I love that song there, right? That's a conscious song. You see, Mavada song about Father God, conscious song, my type of song. Wayne Marshall again, conscious song. You see, where the dancehall business is right now, when it comes to consciousness, I like it.
Yes.
You see what I say? So, if the lyrics is clean, the message is me. If it don't make no sense, that's not done smart. Me's a conscious man. I like keep that godly spiritualness. So
what can you tell us about your future, sir?
The future is always there. Keep on working, doing good songs, keep the consciousness, keep going, and open for the youth them for us straighten up and live up and do the right thing. Do songs that can live on. If you want to lay a platform good in music, just do certain songs that can last for the next 30, 40 years.
Okay.
My song, Ballistic Affair, Without Love, Talk About Friend, all of them songs, it makes sense. That's why it live on today. Don't worry about the hype, all of them youth. Now watch the hype. Do good songs, and you will always get that monetary pay off it.
Smart, Dan Smart. Ever smart, always the Don. Leroy, Don Smart on our stage. That brings us to the end of this edition of our show. Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us, thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more On Stage.
Ballistic Affair, tell you my sister. Ballistic Affair.
All right, thanks for watching our video. You know what to do. Click, subscribe, and be on our stage always.